welcome to my channel once again. Today I'll be doing a tutorial on how to use my new template, the Simple Bookkeeping template. Okay, so this is a very useful template. I assure you, you will find this template useful and it is easy to use. So I'll be doing a quick video tutorial on how to use it. It's very easy, so it's not something that is going to the video is going to be, it's not going to be too long. Okay, so I'll zoom it so anyone can see it. So I'm just going to zoom it. Okay, so first, this is the setup page. Okay, so when you get your own template, this is the first page and this is the home page. Okay, where you can enter your details, your information, and then it is also a guide, to help you navigate the rest of the sheets. Okay, then here is the startup page or your setup page. Okay, this is where you set up everything that will make your bookkeeping template work easily and amazing. So first, you have to record all your income category in your business. If these are not your income category in your business, all you need to do is to highlight clear and then add yours. Okay, if these are part of it, you can add more if you have more income category in your business. Then for your expense category, these are your expense category. Okay, so all you need to do is to add more if all your expense category are not here. And also, if you continue to, as you make expenses and the category are not here while you are recording, all you need to do is to just come here and add the expense category. Okay, and then the currency. This is the currency. Please, if your country's currency is not here, all you need to do is come here and add your currency code and then your currency name and then the symbol. That's all you need to do. Then for the bank, okay, list out the banks used in making and receiving payments, okay, from both your clients and you as a business owner. Okay, then so the moment you record your currency, these are all the currency, everything appears there. So all you need to do is to select the currency of your country. For instance, I'm in Nigeria, so I'm going to select Nigeria, and the moment I select Naira, everything on the template will change to Naira. Okay, and then you record your financial year. Okay, so when you get this template, all you need to do is to save a copy in your Google Drive so that in your next financial year, okay, you can use that template for the next financial year and then save this one for this year's financial year. So in that way, you can use this template as long as you want to use it. Okay, so next is our dashboard. Okay, this shows everything on the template. This is a summary of the template. Okay, this is auto updated. You don't need to do anything here. It shows everything that happened on the template in summary. Okay, so what you need to do here is to look at it. You just want to, you don't want to go through the scrolling and looking. So here gives you a summary of your monthly income, your monthly expense, your net profit, your monthly net profit, your cash balance at the end of the month. You can view everything. So all you need to do is to, so you can see the moment I change it to Naira, here is showing that everything here is Naira. Okay, so I want to see my net profit, my income, my total expense in January. All I need to do is come here, select January, and everything will change. Okay, so you can see the income has changed. Let me select another one so you can view it. The income, the expense, the net profit, your cash balance has changed. So you can also see your full year here. Okay, so this is your full year. Okay, it will show you your full year. Okay, then this bar chart helps you to see, okay, your income, which month you made more income, which month you spent more, and all that. Okay, this is also your pie chart, which is expense by category and then your income by category. So you can see, what you spent more in a month on using this pie chart without having to go to the to your expense, you come and start looking at, okay, what have I been spending more. So you can see from here, for instance, okay, spent more on salaries. So it's going to show here that you have spent more on salaries. Income by category, same thing. Okay, you can see that we receive more income from our service income, from our service businesses. So you have service income. So you have about 64% of our income is from service income. Okay, and then here shows your net profits, okay, during the year. Then for the payables and receivable, this is a filter to help you find out the company that are, or the customers that are owing you. Okay, you can click on any of the customers here, okay, and it will show you the due dates for the customer and whether the customer has paid. You can see that this customer has paid without having to go to the whole to the sheet and then you start looking for and all that and all that. So you can just come to the dashboard and then click on the customer's name, and then it will show you what you're looking for. Okay, for instance, okay, I selected the stationery hub. You can see that he has already paid on this date. Okay, that's for the payables. Okay, so the moment you're clicking any of this, is also affecting this page. Please, it's also, I know a lot of people will ask, okay, how did all my receivable or all my payables disappear? No. So for you to get back all your information, you go back to the dashboard. So there's a filter here. So all you need to do is to click on the filter. Okay, everything returns back to normal. Okay, let's go back to payables. You can see that everything has returned back to normal. Okay, so back to the dashboard. For the receivable, the same thing. You check your customer and click on the customer, and then you can see that this one's payment is overdue. Okay, this person's receipt is overdue. So we want to go clear it off. Everything goes back to normal. So that's how the dashboard works. Okay, so you can see your financial year is 2026. It will automatically appear here. Then today's date, so every day you are on this dashboard is going to show you the date for that day. So today is 7/04/2026, so it's going to show you that date. So it's an amazing dashboard where you can see the summary of everything that goes on the Excel template, on your books, on your record. You don't need to go searching or trying to calculate. Everything is done for you. Okay, so for your business name, please do not impute your business name here. Impute your business name on the start page. Okay, for example, AD and C and Co. Enter. You go back to the dashboard. It's AD and C and Co. So this dashboard, you are not to do anything on this dashboard. Okay, you are not to do anything on this dashboard. Everything is auto updated. Okay, next is your income. Okay, so this is your income, where you record your income. Please, one important thing, always record your income using this date format. This date format is very, very important. Okay, if you do not record it using this date format, month, day and year, it's not going to calculate. The template is not going to recognize your income. Okay, and then you'll be wondering. So please, that was why I put this format in this bracket. Okay, then for the transaction ID, okay, so this is an example. Okay, so you can use this invoice number or this transaction ID here for your own, or you can decide to create your own, but this is auto created. So in that way, every time you add, the number comes up on its own. You don't need to come and start putting your own number. But if you already have an invoice that you use with an invoice number, all you need to do is to reference it on this column. Let's say, for example, you sent out invoices. You already have invoices you already have invoice numbers. So all you need to do is to reference it here. Okay, and still leave this transaction ID. So you impute your date, description, then you come to the category and select the category of that income. Okay, whether it's a sales income, you select it, or a service income or a consulting income, you select it. Then you reference the invoice number. Okay, and then you impute the amount, the VAT rate, depending on the VAT rate in your country, or tax rate, depending on what you use. You impute the percentage. The moment you impute the percentage, every other thing will change. Okay, and then you come to the payment method. You select your payment method. You receive the money through transfer, or cash, or POS, or mobile money. You select it, then you record. You also select the bank that the money came in through. Okay, you select the bank. This is for easy tracking of your income in the bank. Okay, in that way, reconciliation will not be a problem for you. So you select the bank the money came in or was paid into. Okay, you select it here, and that's how you record your income. Okay, your expense is still the same method. Please, the same thing with your expense. It's still the same thing with your expense. Okay, the same method. Make sure that the dates are recorded in months, day, and year. The same thing. Okay, and then you record it. This is also referencing invoices. You can reference your invoice on this column. As simple as that. Then the next is your profit and loss statement, which is also auto calculated, so you don't need to do anything. Okay, you can just come here and check your monthly net profits. You just come here, select for March. You can see your net income for the month. You can see your net expenses for the month, your net profit for the month, and then your profit margin. And then when you have profit in your business, it's going to show profit here. When it's a loss, it's also going to show that it's a loss. And then when it's break even, it's going to show, I can't remember the month I used as an example for break even, but it's also going to show break even on the status. The next is your cash flow statement. The cash flow statement is also auto-calculated, but all you need to do on the cash flow statement is to record the opening balance in your bank statement. So when you started using this template for your recording, whatever is the opening balance at the beginning of the year, please impute that opening balance here. There's no formula here, that's why it's highlighted. Impute your opening balance in your bank statement manually here. Okay, and every other thing updates. So with that, you get to see your closing balance at the end of each month. Okay, so how you know that is, so long as you are using your business bank statement for your business account, for your business, solely for your business. Okay, and then you keep good record of your business transaction. Your monthly closing balance should show this in the same thing with your bank. Maybe a little difference due to what is it called? Due to bank charges. Okay, but it should be the same thing. So with that, you get to see your cash balance using this cash flow statement. Okay, so it's automated. You don't need to do any other thing. Okay, and then your VAT, okay, is also automated. You don't need to do anything. You get to see your VAT summary here. Okay, you get to see your VAT summary. Also, the currency also will be changing. Anywhere you see currency, is going to change to your own currency. Okay, and then you see your VAT summary. Okay, and then a mini bar chart to show the VAT paid and then the VAT collected. Okay, and next is an invoice generator, which I added. Okay, so all you need to do is to input your business details, your client details, and all the information needed. Okay, Ctrl+P, you print it, or you send it to your client as a PDF. Okay, for the invoice number, if you want to start using this as an invoice, just a quick or just an advice, okay, or a suggestion. You want to use this invoice, you want to start using this invoice for your clients, okay, or you want to keep track of this invoice, you can just, an advice, you can decide to use this column, this transaction ID, as your invoice number. Okay, for instance, you want to send out an invoice to someone, and then the next place you're going to record that income when it comes in is on this column. You can just copy this number and record it. In that way, you can easily track that invoice where it is. Okay, you can also record it here. You can just also come up with your own invoice number, but always make sure you're referencing it here. So any of the two, but make sure that your whatever invoice you are sending out, you are keeping track of the invoice number, and then you open a folder on your laptop where you record, where you save all the invoices that has been sent out to your clients. In that way, when you have an auditor come in to look at your books, the auditor can track your income and expenses easily without stress. Okay, so then the receivable and payables, like I said, this is a simple bookkeeping template. Okay, so it's not so advanced, so it's easy so that anybody who is not an accountant can use it. So in that way, though I added receivable and payables, for this receivable and payables, you have to manually impute it, okay, and it's not going to affect the profit and loss. So but what you can do is this: when you receive payments, okay, from your customer, you go to the income and go and record the income received. Okay, in the normal accounting, I'm supposed to connect it to the P&L. In the moment a receivable occurs, whether you have received the cash or not, you're supposed to increase your income. But that's not the way I did this. This is a simple bookkeeping template, a profit and loss statement. But the accounts receivable and payables will only help you to keep track of customers who are owing your business and customers you are owing as a business owner. It's a business owner. So that is all the accounts receivable and payables is for. Okay. But the summary, you can also see the summary on the dashboard. Okay, in that way you can see customers who have not paid, customers who are owing you, who are overdue for payment, and then you can see outstanding. Okay, so, so let's say for instance, on so and so dates, please also use this format. Okay, the same format, month, day, and year, to record it so that you can get the correct calculation. So you record A, B, and C customer is owing you for office rent. The total amount is 85,000, and then the person paid 30,000. Okay, automatically. Okay, let's record one. Let's say 11, which is November. November 4, 2026. Okay, A, B, and C Limited. Okay, probably we supplied chairs to A, B, and C. Supply of chairs to A, B, and C Limited. Okay, and then it's for 150,000 naira. Okay, and they had paid an initial deposit of 50,000 and are owing 100,000, and they're supposed to pay. They were supposed to pay last month, and they were supposed to pay. Let's say last month. This is 11 November 4. They were supposed to pay in October. Okay, and we say 10. They were supposed to pay on the, because that's the due date. 10/4/2026. That's when they are supposed to pay. Okay, the moment you fill in this, okay, is now saying outside. Okay, this is a minus because today, this is November. We're not yet in November. Okay, so it's supposed to be between that day, okay, and the due dates. The day you are recording, and the due dates. Okay, so it will give you the number of days that is. So it's outstanding because it's not due yet. It's still in future. Okay, we're not yet in November. Okay, so let me use another example. Okay, let me use a closer date. Let's say, let me use a closer date. You made this payment in March. Okay, and then it's supposed to be due in May. Okay, so you can see that we have 61 days and it is overdue. Okay, so this is a better example than this one. Okay, so we can see that this is overdue. So it's going to be showing you payments that are due, payments that are overdue. So it helps you to payments that are paid, overdue, outstanding, and then what else? Okay, so it helps you keep track of your customers who are owing you, and the same thing with customers who you owe. Okay, so it's the same pattern. So all you need to do is just to keep record of everything. Okay, just input the date, the amount due, the amount receivable, every other thing calculates for you. Okay, so that's all. It's a very simple and easy to use Excel template. Okay, that anyone can use. You can use it, or you can give your staff to keep record for you without having to pay an accountant. So this is called the Simple Bookkeeping Template version 1.0. Okay, it's not it can work uh, on Google Sheets, but not so well because of the dashboard. Okay, this dashboard cannot work on Google Sheets. So I will also be releasing the Google Sheet of this template, so that those of you who want to be using it on their Google Sheet, okay, can use it. So I'm going to release a different one on that can be used on Google Sheet. So this is can only be used on Excel 2026 and above. 2016, I'm sorry, 2016 and above can use this template. Okay, so and I'll also be releasing the version 2.0 of this template, which is an advanced version that can only be used by accountants. Okay, by accountants or professional bookkeepers for businesses, for business owners. Okay, because you can't use that one if you are not an accountant. All right, so thank you so much. I hope it so. If you have any question, please, you can always drop your question in the comment section or send us a message on WhatsApp. So to order, there's a link in the video below. Please place your order, share, like my video, or share it to a business owner whom you know need and this template will be useful for. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.